Hi everyone, I'm Polly G and welcome to Fashion with Me. My channel focuses on makeup and fashion and how to always look your best and put together. I believe makeup should always be classy, not overdone, and should always complement and go well with your outfit. So in today's video, I thought I would do my take on the latte makeup look that has become so popular. This latte look is actually very similar to a look that I usually do when I want to keep everything neutral. The only difference with this look is that it's a bit more bronze and a bit more brown. And because of that, I thought this look would work great with Cabby's slinky turtleneck and Cabby's director trousers that I am wearing today. Keep in mind that my makeup tutorials mainly focus on eyeshadow, blushes, and lipstick, and various ways you can wear them and how you can pair them well with your outfit. I don't focus a lot on skin products or foundations and concealers because everybody has different skin types and everybody has different skin problems and issues that they're working with. So what I use on my skin and foundations and concealers may not work for you. So always use the best makeup and skin products that work best for you in order to get the best results. So let's rewind the clock and let's get started. Okay, so I've already put on my primer, my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. I am not going to show those steps, but I will have listed the products that I've used up until this point if you would like to check it out. And I will also have a link down below to one of my other videos that shows those steps in more detail. As I said earlier, my channel focuses more on eyeshadow, blush, and lipstick, and there are ways that you can pair them together and make them work well with your outfit. So because this look is a very brown look, I am not going to use any blush. I am going to use my bronzer for my blush. I'm going to just create a very brown or bronzy look throughout my face. I will use a little bit of highlighter when we get to that step to show you how I brought in a little bit of color, but I'm basically trying to keep this very neutral and very bronze. So for this step, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. bronzer in the color Forever Sun-Kissed. This is a bronzer I use all the time. I love this bronzer. I think it works really, really well. And most of my products, just about all of my products, are drugstore products. I don't believe in spending a lot of money on high-end items. I think you basically pay for packaging. And I use, as I said, so many different eyeshadows, blushes, and lipsticks that I just can't afford to go out and spend all that money on packaging. So I think drugstore is just as good. I don't have any problems with most of it. I mean, once in a while I might find something that I don't like, but for the most part, I do think drugstore is fine. So as I said, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. bronzer, and I'm going to apply that where I would normally apply my bronzer, which is in the hollow of my cheek and all around my forehead and bringing it down my chin and a little bit down my neck. And the same on the other side. And bringing it down. And I'm going to use this as my blush. So I'm putting it on my cheeks, and I'm going to bring what's left on the brush right across my nose. And this is going to give a nice sun-kissed look as well as just a nice bronzy look. But as you can see, this is not a real dark color, but it is bringing a lot of warmth to my skin. Next, I am moving on to eyebrows, and for that I am using my Wet n Wild pencil in the color dark brown. And I'm just going to use the spoolie to brush those through. And I'll just speed this up along. Not a whole lot to see here with this look. And then brushing again with the spoolie just to disperse that product. And then I like to go over my brows with the Brow Wiz, also in the color dark brown. This just holds my brows in place and just fills them in just that little bit more. One step I always do, and I think this is going to look great with the look we're doing today, is I always put a little bit of a brown eyeliner pencil on the bottom lower lash line of my eye. This is a step that I feel just frames my eye, doesn't drag it down, but just gives it a little bit of that color that I think I need down there. This may not be for everybody, but it's a step I always do. But for this particular look today, I think you should do this step. And for that, I am using the Neutrogena pencil in the color Spiced Chocolate. And I put this right on the bottom lash line. Does not go here, and it doesn't go in the waterline. It stays right on the lash line. It's almost the same as tight lining when you do the top lashes. I'm just basically doing the same thing on the bottom because I don't want to have it take up any of the real estate underneath because that's going to drag my eye down. So I always put it just right on that lash line just to frame my eye, and this is not, for me, a very dark brown color. So I use this all the time for all my different looks, and if you want to do the look I'm doing today, I suggest you use this color. And you basically just let the pencil do the work. I like these pencils, these Neutrogena pencils, because they glide nice and easy. They don't pull, they don't tug, and where you are going so close to your eye, you want it to glide nice and smooth. Like that. So for this latte look that I'm doing today, I thought the best eyeshadow palette for that would be this I Love You, a Latte from e.l.f. You can see that it is a brand new palette, and that is because the palette that I had actually fell in my coffee when I was doing my makeup. So I kind of took that as a sign to say, okay, well, this is called I Love You, a Latte. This is going to be the perfect eyeshadow palette to use for my latte makeup look. So I'm just taking that as a sign from the universe that this is the eyeshadow palette that I should be using for this look today. So moving on to the clean palette, and not the one I dropped in my coffee, I'm going to show you the colors. You can see how neutral all these colors are. This color here is a little bit of a warmer brown. This is a little bit more of a cooler brown. Then they have a dark brown here and this pretty bone color over here. It's a perfect, perfect palette. And again, it's called I Love You, a Latte. Can't go wrong if you're doing a latte look. So the first color that I'm going to use is this color right here. And I'm using that with this e.l.f. blending brush. I gotta tell you, I love these e.l.f. brushes. They have this little indent right here that it just kind of tells you where to hold the brush. And sometimes you can hold the brush too close and sometimes you can hold it too far back. So this kind of gives you the perfect spot on where to hold the brush so that you get the right amount of product and it blends nicely. These are very, very inexpensive brushes, but I think they work great. So I'm going to start right in the crease of my eye and do a windshield washer motion. And then I work it up my brow bone. I do have a pretty large area up here, so you do what works for you. If you have smaller space there, then just do what feels comfortable for you. But I tend to bring it not all the way up to my complete brow, but just right up over that brow bone. And just work it all in till you get the desired amount. Next, I'm going to take this brown color on the end and I'm going to use it with a e.l.f. smudge brush. I always call this a bullet brush because that's what it reminds me of, but it is called a smudge brush, and I think it's great for doing your outer corner. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to start at the bottom lash and just work in that little outer V and deposit the majority of the color right there. Then I'm going to pull down what is left a little bit. I don't go far, just about right here. And it's not even halfway. It's just to work that corner a little bit. And then what is left on the brush, I will pull up. And just to bring some color there. Like that. Same on the other side. Starting at the lash line and working in that V. Just make sure they're even. I think that looks pretty good. Then I will go back with that same brush that I used the first color with, and I'm just going to soften. Just maybe wipe a little bit off with your finger so you don't have too much product left, but you really shouldn't at this point. And that's just to soften. And just blending those edges like that. Next, I'm going to take this color here and I'm going to put that on with my finger. And where that brown stops, I'm going to just press right where that brown stops and work it into the other half of my eye. And you see how well that just blends those two colors together. With the brush, I think I'd make too much of a mess. That's what I love about this palette and the quality for a $3 palette. I mean, you really can't go wrong. And they just blend so seamlessly. So I'm just pressing it right like that, and it just blends those two together, and it just softens that line that I had going on. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Just pressing right where that dark is, and then working it over. And I'm not really moving my finger too much. I'm just sort of pressing, because again, I don't want to mess it up. I just want to press it right on there, because it automatically will blend on its own. Next is going to be this last color here on the end. And for that, I'm going to also use a bullet-shaped brush, which is also a smudge brush. And I'm going to put that under my brow. So again, I'm using this color here. And I'm going to put that under my brow. And in the inner corner of my eye, and pull down a little bit in the tear duct. Other side. Then again, going back with that original blending brush, I am going to just soften. Just around those edges. Like that. Next, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild brown pencil in the color Simmer Brown, and I'm just gonna deepen up the corners a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a flick. It's not a wing, but it's kind of like a wing, but a very small one. And then I'm just tracing just the outer rim of my eye and bringing it down just to bring in a little bit more depth. Like that. Same on the other side. And just do that until you are satisfied with the amount of color that you are getting. Next, I am going to tightline, and for that I also use a Neutrogena pencil, and this is in the color Cosmic Black. And again, I love this for tightlining because it's very easy to put on. It doesn't pull, it doesn't tug, and it glides very nicely. So we'll put that on the top lash line, just following the lash line. And then I push a little bit harder on the corner here because I'm trying to get a little bit more color. And this side here. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not planning on using a blush for this look because I want to keep it very neutral and very bronzy and brown, but I did want to use a little bit of a highlighter. And the highlighter that I chose today is this blush stick from Wet n Wild, and it is in the color Peach Bum, it's called. And I have actually heard that this is a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkasm. I have never used Charlotte Tilbury's Pinkasm before, but if you are someone that does use it and you're looking for an alternative, something maybe a little less expensive, try this out because, like I said, I have heard that it's a good dupe and it's going to be way less expensive. I think this was only around $6. But for today, I am planning on not using this as a blush. Like I said, I want to use it as a highlighter. I just want to bring in some color, but not too much. So I'm going to put this first on with my finger. So I'm going to rub the top, and that is what it looks like. And then I'm going to take my other finger and rub them together. And where I would normally put the highlighter, I'm going to press. So see how it's bringing in some color, but it's not bringing in too much color, but it is bringing a little bit of color to my face. And then just keep applying however much you feel is enough for you. I'm gonna just do one more layer. Really doesn't need a lot of blending, just tapping. And I don't really think I have to do more than that. What do you think? So for the lipstick, I am going to start with this NYX lip liner in the color Nude Truffle. This definitely leans more brown. So I'm just going to line my lips with the Nude Truffle. Basically almost coloring my lips in with this, but not fully. And then I am going to top it with this color from L'Oreal. It's called Fairest Nude and it's in the color 800 and has a little bit of pink to it. It's a nude, but it has just a little hint of pink. So again, we're in the browns, but we're trying to bring just a touch of color. And I think this is a beautiful color to go with this lip liner. And when I put this lipstick on, I'm not really going up as far as where the lip liner is. I'm mainly filling in where I didn't put the lip liner. That way, we'll still keep a lot of the brown from the lip liner in place. And then I'm going to top that with this Butter Gloss from NYX, and it is in the color Praline. With this, we're just going to put it on the bottom. Last but not least is mascara. I always wait till the end to do my mascara. This is just something I do. I know a lot of people do their eyes completely before they finish their makeup. I don't know why I wait till the end. I think it's more because my eyes just pop once I put the mascara on, and I just kind of think it just really pulls the whole look together. So it's just something I do. You absolutely do not have to wait till the end to do your mascara, but it's just a thing that I like to do. All right, so for that, I am using my Full and Soft mascara in black. And if you've seen my channel before, you know that I love this mascara. I use it all the time, especially for during the day. I just think it does what it says. It makes your eyelashes look full and soft, but it's not clumpy, and it's natural looking, which is what I like. I don't particularly care for those mascaras that make your eyelashes look like, I don't even know, spiders or something, and they just get really, really thick. I also think it doesn't look very comfortable. So, but if you're someone who likes that, then it's by all means, wear what you like. Okay, going on to the next eye and putting this on. Then I also like to go over the Full and Soft with the Neutrogena volumizing mascara in the color black. I put this on very lightly over the Full and Soft, just on the top lashes. Well, I don't do much on the bottom lashes anyways, but just on the top, I will run this over. Just gives it a little bit of a deeper look. Again, without any clumping, without being too heavy, like that. So here is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel grow. Also, please leave me a comment down in the description box what you thought of this video. I would really love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and in the meantime, always remember, keep it classy, keep it stylish, and always be your best self. Bye.